Alright, this is the notes for 2-2, which is not a solution to the inequality. So we're going to draw a line. I have minus 3x. So I'm going to go ahead and do an add a line change a sign to it. Then I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. You don't have to do the add a line change a sign, but it helps me to remember that that's a negative 3x. Divide both sides by negative 3. Alarms, bells, whatever you want to think should be going off because I divided by a negative. So I'm going to flip my sign. Get positive 6. So that's which is not. So x is going to be less than. So negative 2 is less than. 0 is less than. 6 is equal to, which is okay. D is my only one. So now I'm going to go to my number line. I like to put the number that I'm using in the middle. It's going to be a closed circle, and x is going to be less than, so I'm going to think of what is less than. Alright, we're going to work on putting inequalities into words today. So we're going to use this table to help us, but I don't want you just to memorize which direction it goes with that word. We're going to need to use our brains just a little bit, especially when we come to some word problems. So let's look at number 1. 200 decreased by twice a number. Twice a number is at least 30. So is at least. So if we look up here, at least has this symbol. So we need to decide, is this going to be at least 30 or is this? And we want this to be, whatever we get here, to be at least 30 or more. So think of it as your grade. You want a 90, at least 90. Then whatever I make on my grade needs to be bigger or equal to that 90. Let's look at number 2. 6 less than 3 times the number. So we have 6 less than, so we're taking 6 away from 3 times the number. Is no more than 42. Is no more than. So this number right here is not going to be more than my 42. Okay. You see that our no more than is under our less than equal to sign. Alright, let's look at number 3. 3 times a number, 3 times a number exceeds the sum of a number and 10. Exceeds. It's going to be my greater than. So this 3n is going to exceed. It's going to be greater than. It's going to be bigger than that number plus 10. Number 4, 40%. Now I have a lot of you who have been just putting down a 40. But that's not 40%. Remember, when we work with a percent, we have to change it either to a fraction or a decimal. So even then, when I change it to 0.4, that's still not 40% of a number, it's just 0.4. So in order to make 40% of a number, we have to add that it's being 40% of that number. Is fewer than 18. So this is going to be fewer, less than 18. So now we're going to write some and solve them. You have at most $60. You need a pair of jeans that cost $22. And you can spend the rest on t-shirts that cost $8 each. I don't like using a T. So I'm going to use an X. My T's look too much like addition signs. How many shirts can he afford to buy? So I need to think. This is how much money he has. This is how much money he's spending. Which one is going to be more? I don't want to spend more than what I have. So my 60 is going to be my bigger, and it can equal 60. I can spend exactly $60 if I want. All right, so let's draw a line. Subtract both sides by 22. This leaves me with 8x and 38. divide both sides by 8. Sorry, off to the side, I'm working 38 divided by 8. And I get 4.75. You could have kept it as a fraction if you wanted to. And I didn't multiply or divide by negative, so my sign stays the same. So I want to think about what this means in my situation. How many shirts can he afford to buy? He can buy 4 shirts. He can buy 4 or less than 4 shirts. He can't buy 5 shirts. I know that that's what that would round up to, but he would run out of money. So in this circumstance, the answer is 4 shirts, 4 or less shirts. All right, let's look at number 6. To rent a certain vehicle, Hertz, so we're going to have Hertz, charges $55 a day with unlimited miles, while Avis is $38 plus $20 per mile. So we have Hertz, which is $55. We have Avis, which is $38 plus 20 cents per mile. For what number of miles is the cost at Hertz less than the cost at Avis? So my equation is 55 less than 38 plus 20. I'm going to solve, subtract 38 from both sides. These cancel, leaving me with 0.2m. 17. Divide both sides by 0.2. So I'm going to have 17 divided by 0.2. So over, up. 8. So we get 85. I did not multiply or divide by negative, so my sign stays the same. So I want to think about what this means to my situation. Number of miles it costs Hertz will be less than. So if 85 miles, if driven more than 85 miles, Hertz is cheaper. More than $85, Hertz is cheaper. Okay, sorry. Let's look at number 7. A sales associate in a shoe store earns $325 per week. Plus commission. We talked about what commission was a little bit in class today. Commission is when you sell something, you make part of what you sold. So if I sell a $10,000 car, I make part of that sale as part of my pay. So the more you sell, the more income you make. You'll see this a lot in car dealerships and a lot of stuff revolving around property, or if you're a realtor, you'll see it. If you're selling big things, a lot of times they work on commission. But it's in sales, so we're going to do 4%, which is 0.04 of her sales. I'm going to use X because my S looks like 5s. This week her goal is to earn at least $475. So this is her goal, and this is what she's earning. She wants her earning to be more than or equal to $475. Think of it this way. This is how much she wanted to earn. This is how much she's going to earn. It's okay if it earns exactly $475 because she wants at least that much. Or it can be more. So let's draw a line. Subtract 325. These cancel, leaving me with 0.04x. Divide both sides by 0.04. I do encourage you to continue doing division by hand. So many of us have gotten so reliant on a calculator. So I do encourage, and I've been encouraging my in-class students to try to stay away from the calculator as much as possible. We didn't divide or multiply by a negative, so my sign's going to stay the same. So this means that she needs to sell $3,750 or more to reach her goal. Oh, sorry. All right, that's all for today's lesson. Tomorrow you'll have an assignment over 2.2. All right, if you have any questions, please send them to me.